This feels so weird. I haven't recorded in so long. But anyways, hi guys. I do have a little event to go to on Friday. It's not a market per se, but it is like a career day thing. So basically the way that it was explained to me was that there was gonna be like the whole school of kindergarten through 8th grade, I think they said. I did want to bring a few of my bigger plushies, like I have the big bee, and then I also have this big mallard that I wanted to bring to put on the table. Yep, these are my crochet things that I'm definitely gonna bring, and then of course like the small turtles that I make are gonna be on the table. But I think for right now I'm gonna work on getting the freebies together and seeing how I'm gonna roll up the yarn. So yeah, let's go ahead and start with the prep. All right, so I found these 3 colors that I thought would be super duper cute for the freebies. Use just this yarn here with no other colors and just have it like this pink, blue, yellow variegated for Easter.
Why am I hugging that ledge? I did all that nursing. See, the problem is I think that this is kind of, I don't think this is the right way to go about it. I mean, I'm looking at the rock behind it and I'm like, man, that looks so climbable. And I bet it is. Good.
All right, so I'm back at it again. Last time y'all saw me, I was doing this with the yarn. I realized that it would take me way too long to get together like 100 little balls of yarn if I do it by hand. So I'm just gonna put it on here and then they can turn it and then they can take off as much yarn as they want to. I feel like that would be cute and interactive, and then they can just like get it whenever they want. I thought I could put the crochet hooks in here. Does that look empty? I feel like that kind of looks a little empty. Okay, for now, this will be fine because they kind of do match like in terms of color. But I also have the little stickers I'm gonna give away. It's just a little sticker sheet with a few stickers on there. So all in all, I think everything looks cute so far. Let me like make a little mock setup on this little thing right here. Okay, so this is kind of the setup that is cute for like the freebie area. So they can feel free to like take a crochet hook and like some yarn, or they can take a sticker sheet, whatever. So like this is tall, this is shorter, and then have this in the center, like kind of a little bit taller than everything else, and just have that standing up on top of something. I think that would be super cute. I can't even find anything around the house to stand it up on. I decided to pull one of these out. This is a cute little pattern I saw on Etsy. It's just like a little popping plant in a little plant pot, super duper cute. So I think that all the fidget toys and stuff can kind of go in the front, that way the kids can kind of play with them. I just found this in the bag, which is like a little photo card holder. This would be super cute hanging off of something, and it also adds like an interest, so like some different things besides just the plushies. All right, so I'm back home. I just finished up the little setup for how I want it to look. I ended up finding like a random wooden crate that I got from Dollar Tree and ended up using that as the little stand for underneath my goose. So I think that that's super cute. And as far as the board or like the wooden box texture goes, that does kind of match my theme. So I'm just gonna leave that on there. So I think that that's super duper cute. I don't have to cover it up with anything. But I did end up stopping by Michael's and I got some pink yarn, well, pinkish. This is like a very, very pale pink. This color is called Strawberry Shortcake. And this is the Posh Chic. I've only ever tried the other version. I know that they like redid it again, and this is like the newer version of the new version. So yeah, I got this color because I was gonna make another birthday cake turtle, but I was gonna use this pink, and I feel like this pink is just a little bit too, I don't know, it's just too dark for what I'm trying to do. Everything else is pastel, and I was going to use this one, which is just chenille that I got from Dollar Tree a couple weeks ago, but this was way too dark. This was too dark, so I thought this would be perfect. I am going to make the turtle. I think the birthday cake turtle is going to be super duper cute on the right side of the table, and they don't take that long to make. It's 7 o'clock right now. I'm trying to wait for Queso to start his 10 million stream, so I'll probably be sitting here till 9 o'clock, and then once that stream comes on, I'll probably be done with it by that point, and then during the stream I can just crochet some other smaller things. I also want to go ahead and start putting the eyes on this. I can't find my hot glue guns. Doing the eyes on this and then working on my birthday cake turtle. So yes, I also got this white yarn, which is super duper cute. I'm gonna make a purse with this. Literally the last one there. So I don't know what's going on with Michael's stock. If you follow my Instagram, you did see that I kind of had like a little rant about the Joanne yarn. I was saying that Michael's got Joanne's yarn like right or whatever, and there's still barely any yarn in stock. Like the number of aisles didn't change. So I'm like, how did you acquire all that new yarn but you still have the same amount of aisles? I don't know, it's just really weird. I don't know. All right, so it's 12:19. I have to be there in like 25-ish minutes. So all that I'm gonna do is have like a bunch of like cards around the table with my name on there, Introvert Crossing, like all over, and I'm gonna set up my iPad, that way they can try to crochet along to a video. I think that'll be super duper cute and something interactive for them to do. I was going to bring my claw machine. I was gonna bring my claw machine and put some of the free yarn in there, but I feel like that would take too much time, and honestly they're probably just gonna be there for like a couple minutes and then move along to the next table. So trying to crochet or do a little bit of crochet with a little unfinished blanket is like the most time conservative thing. So I think right now what I'm about to do is I have about like 20 minutes to just kind of sit around until I have to go. The place is only like 15 minutes for me, which is like the closest that a market or anything has ever been to me. I don't think I even told you guys this. So the lady that invited me to this career fair actually shopped with me at a market that I went to, and she's a counselor at a school, so that's how I got invited to this little thing. So it's crazy how they just remember my name, because I haven't done a market in like a year almost. So this was the little setup. I had like a video playing of like a single crochet stitch, how to do it. And then this was like some yarn I was crocheting. I was crocheting like a little square for like a live demo thing. And then look at this frog. So it's the day after the event. That was super duper fun. A lot of the kids were excited to play with the plushies, of course. I actually did end up giving 2 of the plushies away. I gave away a leggy frog and also the booty frog, I think. Or no, it was the mushroom and the booty frog. So it was super nice. I'm glad that I bought a bunch of extra plushies. That way my table was still full, even though I gave away those 2. All right, so the other day I was cleaning out my closet and I actually found the stickers that I was looking for like 2 days ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pre-stick these bags. I don't have as many bags as I did before the little event that I had on Friday, so it shouldn't take me that long. I already glued on all of the eyes onto the half-made plushies that I did the other day. The little wizard frogs and then the little long legs and long arm frogs that I made. So I already put eyes on those, so those are done. Everything has eyes. Well, actually, I lied. Not everything. I'm waiting on an Amazon package today because I had to order more of the eyes. I had to order more 4mm, 6mm, 8mm, and 10mm eyes. So while I have these few bags right here and my stickers before I lose them again, because I always lose these stickers, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the labels on these bags and then just put them back in here. Alright, so I'm currently working on some t-shirts. They're like Uno themed for like the end of the year testing at a school. So I'm super excited about that. They said they only want 5 shirts. I already went and got the shirts and the heat press vinyl, the print on, whatever. So it shouldn't take that long. I'm a little bit nervous though because I'm not sure what colors of heat transfer vinyl I have. I did just come from Hobby Lobby and I could have got it there because it's only $5.99. So if need be, I will have to head back out to the store. Right now I am updating my Cricut. It seems like every time I make a t-shirt I have to update my Cricut design space. Is that like that for anybody else? So this is my little IKEA bag that I keep all of my crochet stuff in. So I did end up crocheting some of these cute little like strawberry pouches that you can put your things in. You just lift up this strawberry top. I'm gonna try to do this with one hand. And then you can put your little item on the inside like that, and then their face peeks through, and then you can just pull the leaf down. And then I also crocheted some Memphis slash bunnies. I did a white one that's gonna have a pink bow, and I'm doing a pink one that's gonna have a green bow, this color green, and I'm gonna have that to be like my strawberry matcha bunny. I did 6 of these little strawberries, and then I did 3 of these Memphis. I do plan on doing more of the Memphis. I just like got super tired last night, and plus I did 6 of the other ones first, so my hands were kind of on fire. So yes, that's all of the progress that I have right now. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna work on some more of the smaller projects because those definitely do sell better. So yeah, that's what I did last night. So someone else reached out last minute and I had to go to the store and buy some more materials. Luckily, I kind of like charged extra, so this was basically free. Hey guys, today is April 14th and I went and randomly checked my email and it said that Painterly is closing down, all of them. They're like ceasing operations for retail sales. So I'm like, oh my gosh. I rarely put my expensive things in there just because I know that people are like mostly just impulse buying little things that are there, just like browsing through, and they're not gonna want to drop off $100 on like a crocheted cow. I'm not even sure when my next market is gonna be. I know for sure I want to do the Germantown Festival in September. They did say that between today and the 24th, so literally 10 days exactly. Today's the 14th. By the 24th, everything needs to be out of there. That's crazy. Everything's closing down. If you have a booth at Painterly, like let me know what you're doing down below. Like, are you going to Etsy, a website? More Painterly things. I'm trying to see what I'm gonna do. I do have the storage unit, which is nice. It's already set up and I can just put everything in there. Like I said, if you guys have a Painterly booth moving somewhere else, like let me know what you're doing. Are you gonna open up your own studio? Or are you gonna move to a different consignment store? I know that there's other consignment stores that you can sell your things in. Like, I'm not crazy, but Painterly, it was in a really good area, like where mine was. It was right next to the mall, right next to like all these little shops at TJ Maxx and stuff. So yeah, it just kind of sucks, but let me know what you guys are gonna do down below. All right, so I'm up here. There seems to be a lot of people that have already moved like super duper quick. Uh-oh, this person was about to move in, but I guess they've changed their mind. Like this over here, this person had like this side. No, they didn't have this one. They had this booth and this booth, and they moved super duper quick because we just found out like what, 24 hours ago that we were moving out. So let me grab my things. I haven't been here in super duper long, so I barely have anything in here to even get, but I'm just gonna get like my main things, like of course the yarn and like the little things I can put in my car. And then my dad said that he's gonna help me with taking up all of my like big furniture pieces, which I really don't have a lot of, and then the legs screw off this table, so I may be able to take this today. Okay, so if I remember correctly, I think that this table can have its legs unscrewed, and if it can get unscrewed, then I can put the whole thing in my trunk, which would be ideal because the more stuff that I can get out today, that means the less time I have to spend when my parents have to come, and I don't want to inconvenience anyone. So I'm gonna try to unscrew the legs on this table right here, and then I also have this small little garden table that can also unscrew, like the tops can come off, and then there's like one screw that's holding it together. Everything's literally from IKEA, so everything's like DIY, so everything can easily come apart. So let's see if I can take this table apart really quick. All right, so I was able to unscrew the legs. Now I'm gonna do this little table. How are they bankrupt? Like, I don't understand that. How did they go bankrupt? All right, so I just got as much stuff out of there as I could on my own. The only thing that was left was pretty much just the big furniture pieces. I was talking to the lady at the front. Wait, hold on. I was talking to the lady at the front desk about like what happened, like did they know early, that way they can get jobs and stuff, and she said no. So yesterday when we found out that we were going to have to come and get our stuff when we had 10 days, they found out that they weren't going to have their jobs in 10 days, and she was like, they don't know if they're going to get paid. And that was the question that I had as well. Are we going to still get paid for the money that we made for the half of the month? Like, because April isn't over and we get paid on the 1st. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but yeah, she was like, she doesn't know if they're getting paid, and she was trying to find a job really quick, and she had just gotten promoted to like sales lead, and she just got a raise. And I just feel really bad for everybody involved. It really sucks for people that are losing their jobs, and if this was their only way to make money in their livelihood, you know, they pretty much got fired from their job as well, even though they're just vendors. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do now, and I have so much stock in my room, like it's just taking up so much room. So yeah, I will update you guys when I get back to the house. So I've been crocheting a lot over the past few days. Some of this stuff is pretty old, like this little turtle that I had. You guys saw that last week. No, it was like 2 weeks ago at this point at the little career fair. But some of the stuff is new, like the little ducks in there that I crocheted last night. I also crocheted like some headbands and some other things, but for right now what I'm about to do is try to finish up all of these projects and just put like the eyes, all the details on there. That way this bag can be completely empty and I can just have one big bag of complete plushies. So let's go ahead and get started on putting the eyes and the rest of the finishing touches on these. Yeah, they did have cute little setups. I feel so bad for these people. Look at all this, like they put so much work in. Right, yeah. Oh, I remember that. That was like a big spool of thread or something. So it's over. Got everything cleaned up. The store is so empty. This is so weird. It's so quiet in here also. This little area over here, I know I kind of walked through earlier, but there's a lot of people like selling their furniture pieces. Like if you want to text them personally and buy some things from them. Yeah, this looks really crazy. I've never even really been to this side of the store. I kind of just come in and go to my little booth. But yeah, some people's booths that had like little like installations, like this booth over here was super duper cute. I remember when this was set up and they had like a bunch of little lights. It kind of looked like a patio scene. This was super duper cute, and I love this little table area. I remember this lady here had like sweaters and stuff, like DIY sweaters, like heat press DTF, things like that. Yeah, a lot of people left their shelving and stuff like that, and the shelving is super duper expensive. Oh, I remember a lady had just opened up her booth and had crochet stuff in this corner like a month ago. Okay, so she got her stuff. Oh no, she's over here. I think this is her. But yeah, oh, this looks like a knitting machine. One of those little, what are those things called? They a little purse, 35 bucks. Cute little area. And everybody else is pretty much gone from over here. I remember the huge fountain that used to be here. It was right here. It is now gone. There's just like a little water puddle. So yeah, really weird. Really weird. There used to be like the car, the fountain and stuff like that right here. There's just some water. There's a lot of stuff here. I know the lady was telling me that some people were telling her to just tell people to just take stuff because they just didn't care about it anymore. They just didn't want it. And that's kind of reasonable, because if you've already paid for your stock and it's in the store, it's kind of like a storage place, and you don't have space to keep it at your house, you might as well just let people take it because you've already paid for it, and like a loss is a loss. This booth here has a lot of stuff in it. This little corner booth area. That's a cute chandelier up there. Really cute. Over here, somebody has like a bunch of like Stanleys and stuff like that. I remember this booth had just got here and it had like a bunch of like a drop shipped, yeah, like stuff like that. So yeah, a bunch of candles, some fake Stanley type things, a couple prom dresses. This is super cute. If it was like a different color. Recurbish. I'm guessing this was like refurbished like furniture from like the curb or something like that. That's a cute little nod. What is this? What's the secret password? What is that? Oh look, this booth over here. They came in and took their electronics but left the rest of the clothing here. So I'm guessing that they just don't want that. I don't think they've ever made like a sale, because I've been in here a lot and I haven't noticed anyone buying anything from there. So yeah, the end of Painted Tree. So it's the next day, and once I got home, I started working on this custom order, which is just 2 little tigers. And then she said that she wanted one to have a purple bow on the ear and then the other one to have a blue bow on the ear. I didn't get to finish these in this video just because I wanted to email her and see if it was like the right size, or like what color blue they wanted, or what type of eyes and stuff like that. So I didn't end up finishing this in this video, but in the next video I will show like how I'm packaging them up. And since Painted Tree is closed, I'm not able to have my stuff be picked up from there anymore. So there's definitely going to be a learning curve to figure out how to like get my stuff to people that are local, because I don't know if there's a place where I can just drop my stuff off and then have them come pick up from there where it's not going to get like stolen. So I just have no idea. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to follow my Instagram, it's at introvertcrossing on Instagram. I do post a lot more over there than I do over here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.